Reverend Billy Graham, known for bringing the born-again religious movement into the mainstream, died today at the age of 99.
Graham was a preacher to presidents and everyday people around the globe. CBS's Dana Tyler looks back at his life and his popularity right here in New York.
Madison Square Garden, 1969. He once wrote that it was never his intention to preach in arenas and stadiums, but that's how the Reverend Billy Graham is remembered.
The 14th chapter of Luke's Gospel, beginning at verse 25.
Ministering to thousands at a time as he became so popular, churches just weren't big enough. His message, no matter how many mistakes you've made, there is always another chance.
And Jesus is saying to us in 1969, take up your cross, deny self.
William Franklin Graham was born November 7, 1918 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Raised on his family's dairy farm, he knew at 15 he wanted to spread the gospel.
Christ came into my life, transformed me, changed me, made me a new person. I've seen him change thousands of lives.
Graham was ordained at 21. He graduated from college in Illinois and married fellow student Ruth McHugh Bell in 1943. They would have 5 children in a marriage that lasted nearly 64 years.
Old things pass away. The whole world becomes new.
He seemed to have endless reach, from global cities to faraway villages. In 1952, he stopped segregating his crusades and began a friendship with Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
All the troubles and problems of America tonight and of the world stem from the fact that we as a human race have sinned against Almighty God.
He was a preacher to every president since Truman. Johnson often prayed with his close friend, the pastor. Nixon asked for his counsel during Watergate. George Bush called Graham to the White House the night before he launched the first Gulf War. Younger President Bush credits Graham with turning him away from drinking and toward embracing God. A Graham grandson, also a preacher, said the Reverend's reach had no bounds.
My granddad wasn't just Christian famous. I mean, he was famous. He was crossover famous.
Graham's son, Franklin, became CEO of the family ministry in 2000. Billy Graham's last crusade in New York was 2005 in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. An estimated 230,000 people attended over the 3-day weekend. The 86-year-old's failing health was evident, but his message hadn't wavered.
Circumstances have changed, problems have changed, but deep inside, man has not changed, and the gospel hasn't changed.
As his prominence faded, he began to temper his views on the automatic damnation of non-Christians. In 2007, a frail Graham was honored by 3 former presidents at the dedication of his library in Charlotte. In 2010, President Obama was the first sitting president to visit Graham at his North Carolina retreat. When he celebrated his 95th birthday in 2013, his final sermon, entitled My Hope America, was released on video.
Our country's in great need of a spiritual awakening.
Reverend Graham closed with a prayer and peace he expressed on his final crusade in New York. He said then his life had been full and he had no regrets.
I look forward to that with great anticipation. I'm looking forward to seeing God face to face.
President Trump released a statement. The great Billy Graham is dead. There was nobody like him. He will be missed by Christians and all religions. A very special man. And Timothy Cardinal Dolan released a statement ending with, "May the Lord that Bill Graham loved so passionately now grant him eternal rest." Billy Graham died at his home in Montreat, North Carolina. He is survived by his 5 children, 19 grandchildren, and 41 great-grandchildren.